Meow, meow, meow. It's the Cat Mario Show.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cat Mario, one of your hosts for the Cat Mario Show.
And I'm Cat Peach.
In this show, we'll be sharing interesting facts, tips, and quizzes about Super Mario 3D World and loads of other games, too.
We're going to have so much fun. Let's get started.
Become a Mario expert.
In this part of the show, we'll look at Mario games and help you all become Mario game experts.
Today, we'll look at playing with friends in the game Super Mario 3D World.
You all know that in Super Mario 3D World, up to 4 friends can play together, right?
Playing with friends means you can lift each other up and move around, help each other jump up high, or work together to defeat enemies.
Working together can make you super powerful.
Now, we're going to see a secret trick you can only do while playing together.
This is where it gets really interesting. Take a look at this. These two are halfway through the course, but they're both teeny tiny.
A very dangerous situation.
Yeah, but when you're both so tiny, you can lift your friend up and pass a checkpoint flag, and you'll both power up.
That's great to know.
Here's another one. When you're invincible from using a superstar, bump into your pals and they'll become invincible too.
Share the love. Last one. Try doing a ground pound on the copies from a double cherry power-up.
Wait, what? He took one of the doubles?
It's also fun to snag copies from your friends.
I wouldn't let people get mine.
But I'd never do such a thing. There are lots of other things you can do when playing with friends. Do your best to discover them all.
Onward we go!
It's Super Quiz Time! In this section, we'll test your amazing brains with questions about games. Think carefully before you answer. Today, all the questions are about Super Mario 3D World.
This power-up is called a Goomba Mask. What happens when you pick it up?
1. Enemies won't attack you. 2. You take damage. 3. You can't jump. 4. Any Goombas disappear.
The correct answer is 1. Enemies won't attack you anymore.
When you put on a Goomba mask, nearby Goombas will mistake you for one of their own and will totally ignore you.
They don't even seem to notice, though your legs aren't hidden.
But enemies other than Goombas will notice you, so be careful.
Life is never simple.
Now, we're going to show you a video with a pixel art Luigi hidden in it somewhere. Can you spot him?
Did you find him? For those who couldn't, we'll show the video again, this time making him easier to spot.
You can do it this time. Did you find him?
And the answer is...
So tiny! No wonder he was hard to find.
Here's our last question for today.
What's the name of this character who blocks your way by moving left and right? 1. Spiky. 2. Block Stepper. 3. Walleye. 4. Brolder. The correct answer is 3. Walleye.
They're called that because their eyes move left and right as they move. Since they can't be defeated, you have to look carefully and find the perfect timing to sneak past them.
That's it for the quiz. How many questions were you able to answer correctly?
I think everyone did really well.
You think so?
Of course, but the questions might be trickier next time.
What are you planning?
You have to wait and see. Do you guys know the minigame Kirby Fighters and Kirby Triple Deluxe? In the next section, we'll give you some tips on how you can become super powerful when playing Kirby Fighters.
Watch this to keep ahead of your friends.
Here we go!
The path of a Kirby Fighter's master. Train with us to become the most powerful player. Kirby Fighters is a battle mode that can be played by up to 4 players, where everyone plays as Kirby. In this section, we'll introduce the 10 copy abilities that can be used in Kirby Fighters and explain good battle techniques for these, so listen carefully. The 2 copy abilities we'll be introducing today both have an edge. These are Sword and Cutter. Sword is an ability that lets you fight using a sword. Though most attacks, like the Multisword Attack, are for enemies in close range, enemies below you can be attacked with down thrust. And Drill Stab can be used to lunge toward far-off enemies and attack them. By combining this with Upward Slash, you can really go after your enemy. And that's not all. Do a sword dive after slashing the enemy upward to inflict huge damage. Remember this fighting combo. Get close with Drill Stab, then use Upward Slash and finish with Sword Dive. Nice. Next is Cutter. With this ability, you can throw the blade on the helmet to attack enemies far away. With Cutter Boomerang, you can toss the blade upward or downward. Use the layout of the stage to your advantage. By charging up, you can also use the powerful Hyper Boomerang. Pay attention in battle and use this at the right moment. Keep pressing the button when you are close to enemies to attack with Cleaving Cutter, and eventually unleash Final Cutter. To sum things up, use Cutter Boomerang for distant enemies, and when they get closer, finish them off with Cleaving Cutter. That's all for today's training. Keep at it, fighters!
That's it for today. Thank you for joining us.
Tune in again to the Cat Mario Show, where we'll be showing lots of exciting information about games, just like we did today.
In the next episode, we'll be bringing you lots more along with a brand new segment too.
See you next time!